Do you have a few $1,000,000 lying around that you don't know what to do with? Well, then maybe you should consider buying a car from one of the most expensive brands in the world. These brands produce some of the most luxurious and high-end cars on the market. If you have the money, they are definitely worth checking out. In this video, we will take a look at some of the most expensive car brands in the world and see what makes them so special. Also, the number one brand will be the least expected by you, so wait till the end. Number 15. Zenvo Automotive. On the Danish island of Zealand sits the headquarters of the sports car manufacturer Zenvo. Zenvo was established in 2004 and produces one of the world's fastest street-legal hypercars. A distinctive centripetal rear wing with two rotational axes is featured on the Zenvo TSRS. A 8.8-liter V8 engine with twin superchargers produces 177 horsepower in total. Only 5 cars, each costing $1.6 million, will be produced annually. Number 14. Bentley. Bentley Motors are known for its luxurious interiors and upscale sedans. Although currently owned by Volkswagen AG, they were once a British automobile brand and are still based in England. The Mulliner Bacala, a chic two-seat coupe, is the priciest Bentley. With a suggested retail price of $1.9 million, it marks the brand's return to bespoke coach building. The Bacala will be produced at Crewe, the world's first factory for luxury car production to be certified as carbon neutral. It will have a biturbo W12 engine and generate 650 horsepower. These 12 vehicles have all already been purchased. Number 13. Rimac Automobili. Although you may not be familiar with them, this Croatian automaker creates some of the most potent electric hypercars on the planet. They were established in 2009 by mate Rimac and produce electric batteries utilized by Koenigsegg and Pininfarina, among other automakers. Concept 1, the first supercar made by Rimac, debuted as the quickest production electric vehicle. During the filming of the Grand Tour, Richard Hammond, a former host of Top Gear, famously crashed one in Switzerland. An all-electric sports car that doesn't skimp on speed is the Rimac C2. From 0 to 60 miles per hour, it should accelerate in 1.85 seconds. The COVID epidemic has caused a delay in the production process. The retail price of the Rimac Concept 2 is $2 million. Number 12. Lotus Cars. This Norfolk-based British automaker was established in 1948 by Colin Chapman. Numerous races have been won by Lotus, including the 1960 Monaco Grand Prix in a Lotus 18 driven by Stirling Moss. A limited edition electric sports car named the Lotus Evija will cost almost $2.1 million to own. This sophisticated design, which will only be produced in 130 units, will generate 1972 horsepower. It would then rank among the most potent production vehicles in the world. Number 11. Ferrari. This iconic Italian vehicle manufacturer was founded by Enzo Ferrari in 1939. Maranello-made Ferraris are often painted racing red. Scuderia Ferrari's legendary drivers include Juan Manuel Fangio, Niki Lauda, and Michael Schumacher. A 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO sold for $70 million, and the rare Ferrari Sergio Roadster costs $5 million. This concept car was called the Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio. Only 10 Ferrari F60 Americas were made. 2014's Ferrari's 60th anniversary car cost $2.5 million. The $2.2 million Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta is offered only to Ferrari owners. Sotheby's auctioned a 2017 edition for $9.8 million. Number 10. McLaren Automotive. Bruce McLaren, a racing driver from New Zealand, established this British supercar company in 1963. They have triumphed in a number of auto races, including the Indianapolis 500 and the 1968 Belgian Grand Prix. The McLaren Speedtail is the priciest McLaren model. This 106-piece limited edition retailed for $2.25 million, but all of them have already been purchased. The Speedtail, their first Hyper GT, has a distinctive 3-seat layout with the driver occupying the middle position. It boasts 1,035 horsepower and a top speed of 250 miles per hour. A modified version of the McLaren P1 LM Trackstar will be released as the McLaren P1 GT R18 Lanzon. It will reportedly cost $3.7 million at retail. Number 9. Espark. The Espark Owl is manufactured by the Japanese engineering company Espark and is marketed as the fastest complete electric hypercar in the world. The Owl has now been put up for sale after being introduced at the 2017 Frankfurt Auto Show. The Espark Owl, which can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.72 seconds, is only available in 50 units. The battery pack has a 249-mile range and a top speed of 249 miles per hour. Costs for the Espark Owl start at $3.56 million. Number 8. W Motors. The Lykan Hypersport is made in Dubai and is the first sports automobile to be designed and built in the Middle East. One of these vehicles, which is featured significantly in the Universal Pictures film Fast and Furious 7, is actually Vin Diesel's. There are only 7 examples of this expensive automobile, which sells for $3.4 million. It has a Porsche engine with dual turbochargers that produces 750 horsepower and 960 Newton-meters of torque. Number 7. Aston Martin. Robert Bamford and Lionel Martin founded Aston Martin in London in 1913. James Bond films feature Aston Martin. Ian Fleming called Bond's car the Aston Martin DB Mark III in the novel Goldfinger. The original Goldfinger DB5 sold for $4.6 million in 2010 and has a revolving license plate and pop-out gun barrels. Aston Martin DB5 continuation, built to James Bond Goldfinger specifications, costs $3.5 million. Only 25 will be constructed, and they're not road legal because of simulated machine gun and oil slick systems. It's Aston Martin's first hypercar. This Aston Martin Red Bull cooperation is restricted to $153 million road cars. Cosworth designed the 6.5-liter torque-enhanced V12 engine. Number 6. Lamborghini. Automobili Lamborghini S.P.A. is owned by Volkswagen Group through Audi. After developing tractors successfully, Ferruccio Lamborghini founded the firm in 1963. Ferruccio began naming Lamborghinis after fighting bulls. Miura, Islero, and Diablo are examples. The Lamborghini Sián has a V12 engine and supercapacitor hybrid technology. It's $3,750,000. The Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Roadster tops 217 miles per hour. Most costly Lamborghini is the Veneno Roadster. A $4.5 million painting sold for $8.3 million at Bonhams in 2019. It belonged to the son of Equatorial Guinea's president and was confiscated in a corruption probe. Number 5. Koenigsegg Automotive. Christian von Koenigsegg created this Swedish automaker in 1994. Koenigsegg automobiles are known for their technical breakthroughs. The CC8S was the most powerful production automobile in 2002. The Agera S had the first production carbon fiber wheels, and the 1 had a 1 power-to-weight ratio. Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita cost $4.8 million. 49 were made. The Koenigsegg Jesko is the company's 12th model. This $2.8 million hypercar has a top speed of 300 miles per hour. Number 4. Mercedes-Benz. Since Since its founding in 1926, the German automaker has become one of the most recognizable names in the industry, so it hardly requires an introduction. Even if a lot of Mercedes vehicles fall into the sector of inexpensive luxury vehicles, there are some limited edition models that are much more expensive. At $8 million, the Mercedes-Benz Maybach Excelero is a hefty purchase. There are believed to be 12 Maybach Excelero vehicles in existence or fewer, each powered by a V12 turbo engine. One was used in the song Lost One by Jay-Z, who owns one. An anticipated performance hybrid incorporating Formula One technology is called the Mercedes-AMG Project One. At $2.72 million, all 275 units have now been sold. Number 3. Rolls-Royce. Charles Rolls and Henry Royce created this British luxury vehicle company in 1904. The Rolls-Royce Phantom V, which is one of their most recognizable vehicles and is owned by John Lennon and Queen Elizabeth II. Another well-liked vehicle is the Rolls-Royce Ghost, which starts at $311,000 and goes up from there. The Sweptail is the most costly Rolls-Royce. The Rolls-Royce Sweptail is more than $12 million in cost. This unique vehicle was made for a supporter of the illustrious automaker. It has a button that releases a bottle of vintage champagne and crystal glasses from the trunk, as well as a custom set of Sweptail baggage. Number 2. Bugatti. Ettore Bugatti's Automobiles E. Bugatti won the 1929 Monaco Grand Prix. Bugatti designed airplane engines and vehicles at Molsheim, Germany, now Alsace, France. Bugatti's most iconic models include the $1.9 million edition Veyron, the $5.4 million Divo, and the $8.6 million Centodieci. 60 Bugatti Chiron Per Sports are made. $3.6 million supercar with 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine. Bugatti La Voiture Noire cost $18.68 million after taxes. It was bought by a mystery buyer believed to be Cristiano Ronaldo. La Voiture Noire's carbon fiber body has no seams. We propose visiting Mulhouse, France's city of the automobile. This museum has Europe's largest Bugatti collection. Number 1. Pagani Automobili. Pagani is an Italian manufacturer of carbon fiber components and sports automobiles. Benny Caiola, the first Pagani customer, and the Inca god of wind inspired the naming of the Huayra BC. 40 automobiles will cost $3.4 million before taxes. There are just 5 of the $5 million, 827 horsepower Pagani Huayra Imola. The Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta was inspired by women's curves. Each Zonda is customized. Only 3 of these $23.65 million automobiles will be manufactured. Those are the most expensive CAR brands in the world. What is your favorite car brand? Leave a comment and watch this video next. See you there.